It's a lot more open. Well, it's definitely like it really has very little to do with the sound of the SM7. That's for sure.
That's the surprising part.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, wait.
Hello everyone, welcome back to McSolaar TV. Hope you're having a great day. Today we are here testing the new Universal Audio SD-1 microphone against the almighty Shure SM7B. So let's open this and let's see how it looks, what comes in the box with it, which is nothing other than this little booklet here. And here, the SD-1 by Universal Audio. It looks like an SM7. It kind of weighs probably a little less than the original SM7. It has the foam that comes out just like the SM7. And on the back, we have also the same settings: flat, mid boost, low cut, and different from the Shure, the input is on the back, while on the SM7, we find it at the bottom. Before we start, make sure to check all the links in the info box down below. And if you want to really learn how to mix and master professionally, click the join button down here, become a MixBus TV member, and access the already big and always growing library of full mixing courses, start to finish, mastering courses, and a lot more. Let's get to it.
Should've been honest, should've been careful to let my feelings change. Should've been honest, should've been careful to let my feelings change. Should've been honest, should've been careful to let my feelings change. Should've been honest, should've been careful to let my feelings change.
Violent with my kiss, poison on your lips. Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones. Violent with my kiss, poison on your lips. Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones. Violent with my kiss, poison on your lips. Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones. Violent with my kiss, poison on your lips. Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones.
Testing Shure SM7B microphone against Universal Audio SD-1 flat settings. Testing Shure SM7B against Universal Audio SD-1 flat settings. Testing Shure SM7B against Universal Audio SD-1 mid boost. Testing Shure SM7B against Universal Audio SD-1 mid boost.
Blue jeans, white shirt, walked into the room, you know you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean. Blue jeans, white shirt, walk into the room, you know you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean. Blue jeans, white shirt, walk into the room, you know you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean. Blue jeans, white shirt, walk into the room, you know you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean.
We are here with Kevin Connage today. Hello, man. Thank you for doing this with us today. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm here with my partner in crime, Chris Rosa.
Hello.
And we are about to listen to the files that we just recorded, comparing the SM7 versus the Universal Audio SD-1. The whole recording was flat. We didn't use any compressor. We didn't use any processing at all. We went straight into your Apollo, right? No unison, no plugins, no nothing. And we're going to give you our first impression on these two mics.
Let's check it out.
All right.
So let's start with this SM7 flat. This
All right.
is going to be a recording of you.
Yep. Testing Shure SM7B microphone against Universal Audio SD-1 flat settings.
And now let's go to the same on the other mic, the SD flat.
Testing Shure SM7B against Universal Audio SD-1 flat settings. Okay, very first impression on these two.
It's definitely a difference in the gain.
So we used the same gain settings. We didn't use any booster, any cloud lifter kind of preamp, and there's quite a difference in gain. Given the same source, the SD-1 appears to be louder than the SM7.
On -27, that's a good 5.
Yeah, 5
dB.
5 dB difference. So stock out of the box, there's about 5 dB difference between the SM7 and the SD-1, where the SD-1 appears to be more efficient in this way, meaning that it requires less gain than the SM7. On this one, I noticed like a couple of things. Can you replay to the both of them?
Yep. So we'll go with the flat first.
Yeah.
On the SM7.
Yeah. Testing Shure SM7B microphone against Universal Audio SD-1 flat settings.
And here's the SD1.
Testing Shure SM7B against Universal Audio SD-1 flat settings. This is what I hear. The SD-1 is brighter at the top.
It's a big EQ difference.
Yeah, and it's kind of mid-scooped compared to the SM7. It's a big difference. Like the SD-1 seems to have like the smiley curve almost, and the SM7 is like very mid-forward.
Yeah, I mean, this is getting a lot more of the nose. The SM7 flat is getting more of the nose, and the SD-1 is actually getting more of the bottom of your voice. I'm actually hearing a little more bass in it.
Yeah, it seems like it has more bass, definitely. It seems like I said, like it kind of has a smiley curve because I hear it also brighter at the top. Let's try the mid.
So this is the SM7B mid.
Yeah. Testing Shure SM7B against Universal Audio SD-1 mid boost.
And this is the mid on the SD.
Testing Shure SM7B against Universal Audio SD-1 mid boost. Same thing. There's more difference between the two settings, between flat and mid with the SD-1 than the SM7. The SM7 with the mid boost kind of sound almost the same, but I feel like the SD-1, it really got those mids that was missing before.
Yeah, evened it out.
Testing Shure SM7B against Universal.
Actually, if we just go between mid and flat of the SD-1.
Testing Shure SM7B against Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mid setting seems to be the great setting on SD-1.
Yeah.
I'd almost think that wasn't even a clone of or a copy or a version of that.
Yeah, they're nothing alike.
Which is another thing that's good. We should bring that up. We had a plane going over when we did this, and you can't hear it at all.
Yeah, both of them. The SM7 is famous for having great rejection, right? So it doesn't matter what's around. It doesn't pick up like room noises or any noise at all. And the SD-1 seems to match the SM7 in this, because we literally had a plane passing by when we were recording and we cannot hear anything here. I mean,
I give it a thumbs up right now.
Yeah, I need to make up my mind about that top end.
Yeah, it's the EQ curve, right?
Yeah. So that top end, it might be a little too fizzy for me, but we have guitars and female vocals, so I would say let's go to the other files and see how they sound.
Here we go. Okay, so this is the
electric guitar with a Music Man guitar into your Fender DeVille.
Yes.
And we start with the SM7 flat.
Switch to the SD flat.
See, I miss the mids on this one with the flat of the SD-1.
Yeah, it's interesting. They actually are closer.
Yeah.
On a guitar.
Yeah, they are. But I really miss the mid-range. Between these two, I definitely prefer the SM7 because I miss that mid-range, but probably it gets fixed with the mid-boost on the SD-1. Let's do the mid-boost SM7.
Mid-boost SD-1.
It's nice. I like it. I again, now the fact that the SD is brighter, like the very top compared to the SM7, I prefer it on the guitar.
Yeah, I actually hear it, I know it's crazy, but a little ring of that reverb is coming in.
No, you're not crazy. It's pretty obvious and evident.
Like it's not picking up.
Yeah.
Regular SM mid boost isn't picking up any of that reverb tail.
No.
And this one on the SD-1 mid is.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a big difference in detail. All right, let's go to male vocals. I'm curious.
All right, here we go. Let's start with the SM7 flat.
Mm-hmm.
Should've been honest, should've been careful to let my feelings change.
Now SD flat.
Should've been honest, should've been careful.
it's definitely like a much more open sound. That smiley face curve is literally what's happening.
Yeah, it is a lot more open, especially on this vocals. It's like very evident. Even if we match the level, we turn down the two SDs like 4 dB as we did for the other. Yeah, it's definitely more open. It's more like it almost sounds like a condenser compared to the SM7. The SM7 is very nasal on that.
That's actually a great example of what it does sound like.
Yeah,
it actually makes it a little more usable. You know, my big question is, you know, using it in a room with crazy, you know, sound going on, does it stack up against that when it's basically blocking everything else out?
Yeah.
That's going to be another test.
Let's hear the mid boost difference.
So this is the SM7 mid.
Should've been honest, should've been careful.
And this is the SD-1 mid.
Should've been honest, should've been careful.
It's a lot more open, the SD-1. It's a lot more open.
Yeah.
It's more balanced overall. You know, well, it's definitely like it really has very little to do with the sound of the SM7. That's for sure.
That's the surprising part. I'm in my head, I'm like, wait, it's literally two different mics.
Yeah, completely different.
But maybe the again, it's just the overall use of this mic, the direction. For the choice. Let's go to female vocal.
Female vocal. I want to hear the SD-1 on S's, like on a female vocal, if they could be too much. Because I'm very, very sensitive to the top end. That's why, especially with Bella, I picked the mic that I picked for her, because it's got like perfect balance S's. They never are R's and anything. So.
All right, here we go. So we'll do the SM7 flat first.
Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones.
Now the SD-1 flat.
Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones.
It's night and day.
And I level match them.
Yeah. And for what I can hear, so the SM7 is kind of known for handling dynamics pretty well. And it looks like the SD-1 is doing that. I mean, when she goes hop, at the end, we had no compression, no anything.
No.
And it looks pretty steady.
Let's listen with the mid boost on the SM57.
Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones.
All right, let's go to the mid boost on the SD-1.
Never again will I let someone in, aching within my soul, tragedy in my bones.
Yeah, big difference again. Can you do SD-1 flat versus SD-1 mid on her voice?
Yeah, SD-1 flat.
Yeah.
Violent with my kiss, poison on your lips.
Here comes the mid.
Violent with my kiss, poison on your lips.
There is a difference. I almost prefer flat on her.
I was going to say the same thing. This brings out a little bit of the S's on her.
Yeah, a little too much, but the flat is pretty nice.
Violent with my kiss.
Definitely. Very, very cool.
Violent.
Yeah, it's actually is warmer on the flat than it is.
And it doesn't really have the honkiness of the SM7, and I like the SM7, like generally speaking.
SM7. That's why I'm actually sitting here going,
Yeah, and let's remember that the Universal Audio is priced $100 less than the SM7.
You know, I feel like if I was using this mic, I'd have to actually just work a little less.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because this, you know, again, this is great, but throw a little compression, a little EQ, boom, 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 boom. I could probably make this sound just like this, but this is just kind of out of the box.
Yeah, it's kind of almost radio ready for whatever the heck that means. But definitely, it's got more detail at the top for sure. Let's do the acoustic guitar. I want to see if we can pick up more information about like the low end.
And action. So this will be the SM7 flat.
All right.
And this will be the SD-1 flat. My opinion, surprisingly, I might like the SM7B flat more.
Yeah, they're kind of more similar on this one and in all the other tests.
Yeah, and it's probably because of where the EQ curve of that guitar is.
Yeah.
The way it's picking it up. This, I feel a nice body on that and this. This is actually more open, which means we're getting more low tone on the SD-1. That's what it is. Yeah, we're definitely getting a lot more low tone.
Yeah. But it kind of feel a little deflated, the SD-1 compared to the SM7. It's like really focused on that core tone of the acoustic here.
Let's do the mid, SM7 mid. And this is SD-1 mid. So the SM7 is actually better on the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
So it's coming across at basically, different applications.
Yeah, for sure, sure.
Yeah, it's going to really come down to...
Yeah, what you need for a given day, basically. Yeah. But overall, I think it's a good mic. I mean, it is a good mic. The SD-1. I mean, the SM7 is kind of a given. But I was surprised because I was almost certain that I would have liked the SM7 better on electric guitar. And I did.
Yeah.
And
I thought I was going to like the SM7 better on everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm like, wow, okay, so I've got a choice now.
Mm-hmm. No, they're really cool. They're really cool to have both at this point.
So did we miss one of these? We didn't.
We missed the second female vocal. Let's do that.
So this will be the SM7 flat.
Blue jeans, white shirt. Walked into the room, you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean.
And this will be the SD-1 flat.
Blue jeans, white shirt. Walk into the room, you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean.
I'm choosing the SM7 on this one.
The SM7? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Blue.
I like the warmth that the SM7 has. And for the style of the song, yeah, it would be my choice as well because you don't want a pop, bright voice on this.
There's a weird little spot in the flat SD-1.
Blue jeans, white shirt. Walk into the room, you made my eyes.
This is warm.
Blue jeans, white shirt.
But I feel like a little bit of EQ on the SM7 will be easier to make that vocal like really work.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd rather add a little EQ to the SM7 than the subtraction I have to do on this one.
Yeah, it seems a little hissy.
Yeah.
Like the sand-like sound on the other.
Yeah, that's the right term, sand. Let's listen to the SM7 mid.
Blue jeans, white shirt. Walk into the room, you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean.
And now the mid on the SD-1.
Blue jeans, white shirt. Walk into the room, you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean.
Same.
It's interesting because the mid boost on the SD-1 actually fixed my issue that I was hearing on the SD-1 flat on this vocal.
That's a trend though, because we've seen it before. When the SD-1 flat was slightly unbalanced. I don't remember, I think the male vocal maybe, and then with the boost it was kind of all right. Now it's here. Now it's here. So that's kind of a repeating thing with the SD-1.
Which is good because there's a lot of people that just grab a mic that have settings on it and they don't know anything about the settings.
Yeah.
They just go check your settings. Test things out.
Absolutely, and we never use the bass cut on any of the settings, so grabbed everything, all the information on the low end. But I think this one is particularly interesting because it's rare, kind of, to have a female that sings that low. that's why I wanted to do this test as well. So you know we could test a high pitched vocals in a low range.
Yeah.
You know, and in fact, it's like it is interesting to hear that. No, it's a good mic. I think we agree on everything on this mic.
I'm 50-50 with it. Like some things are the SM7B, some things are the SD-1, but I do think it's actually worth having.
Yeah.
For sure, it's definitely worth the price point.
Yeah.
And you know it's
sturdy.
It's really well built.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't taken it apart, but
No. I
it's
handled it while changing it on the stands, and it's definitely sturdy.
This is
the
nice.
one thing, if we compare it to the SM7, if you grab that, it's slightly taller. So, you know, if you put it one next to the other, this is
Gotcha.
slightly taller, and probably because the SM7 has the XLR right there, so this part here is taller. Not that it makes any difference, but
I mean, I would definitely add this to my collection.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a good mic to have.
And not only that, but you know, when the SMB is like your quick go-to all the time, like you just have it in the room for especially like writing sessions and stuff like that, because it gets loud in the room.
Yeah.
It's usually my only choice. It's the one I use.
Yeah.
So this is actually
giving
us a choice.
That's a good point. You have the same rejection basically of an isolation at the SM7, but you have like kind of a more open condenser like sound, you know, that you might end up using it in the final cut, which happened so many times that you record you know, scratch vocals in front of the computer like this, and then they ended up in the record, right? There's many, I don't remember how many musicians recorded with this in the live room, in the control room.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, this one all day.
Yeah,
with the speakers blaring, you know, you just yell and scream your song into it, especially in the rock music. But I just want to see what that's like on this.
I think it's probably going to be the same. I think it's probably going to have the same amount of rejection.
I think so too, because that plane was loud.
Yeah. For sure. And also a lot of metal bands recorded all together in the same room while the singer was singing on this. I mean, maybe they had a little gobo on it, but it was like a full drum going. I can think of like System of a Down did it.
Yeah.
So it's good. I like mics that have like a lot of isolation like this. There's a famous mic, you know, that may or may not have an 87 in the name, that has horrible rejection. And if you don't have a completely perfect room, it's a nightmare. That's why a lot of people like use that mic in their home studio and their vocals don't sound good, because they have like comp filtering from their...
Does this come with the big top?
No, this one comes just with what you see. That's the box it comes with, and it comes with just a little booklet inside and a plastic bag.
So that one comes with two of these.
Yes.
One is an extra thick one.
Yes.
Oh, that's the one right there.
This is the one, and then
there's another one too.
There's another one that is exactly like this one. Yeah. And this would be it for our review of the Universal Audio SD-1.
I like it.
You can keep it, and
you have to take it home first. I'll come get it.
Okay, all right. You have to take the other one too.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chris, for being in the video with me.
Pleasure.
And if you want to see Chris more, just let me know in the comment down below. You want to take us home?
You guys want to see me? Come on. You want to see me? I think this is the second video they've seen the studio, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
You guys, one day we'll do a studio tour. You'll got a lot of... And follow Bella Kelly at Bella Kelly Official everywhere. I believe it's the same name everywhere,
It's the same everywhere.
And Zen Thomas.
Shout out to Zen for being in the video and testing guitars and vocals for us.
Zen Thomas's Instagram or social media, I hope it's all the same. What is it? That's it, Zen Thomas. Look at that.
I'll put everything in the info box down below.
That's what's up, and enjoy your day.
Alright, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.
Hands on my neck, hands grip my throat. Lift me up.